to discuss with you guys how I edit some of my Instagram videos. I know it's not much, but I still think it's pretty cool and interesting. One of the biggest challenges with editing Instagram videos is that you may have a longer video and you have to kind of cut it down into something that's interesting for Instagram. And sometimes it's okay to just like take a snippet or like a short 1-minute version of whatever long form video you have. But I find it more fruitful if you actually create a video that's specific for Instagram. In the video that you saw that I did just earlier, I didn't have enough clips, right? I didn't have enough clips for it. So then what I needed to do was to utilize some other media form that I took on that day. On that day, I had a girl helping me make photos, and I used some of her clips within the video. And even though it was a simple, like almost slideshow of sorts, it still worked out really well because of the music. But I'll get to the music part later. After the story is created, then I would look for music, and I would look for music that fits with the overall theme of the story that's being displayed here. I got all of my music from Soundstripe. They're the first place that I found when I was learning videography. I know that there's other places like Epidemic Sounds. I would really like to get into it, but since I already have a subscription with Soundstripe and I'm poor, so poor, I'm here. So yes. So they have really good music. They're not bad. They're great, I feel. They're adding stuff every day. So I found music that suits what the project that I'm working for, the story of the whole project. In my case, I tend to lean towards dancey, dynamic music. And all the dynamic part means is that it typically starts slow or kind of low-key, and then it has an obvious build-up, and then there's a beat drop where it gets real exciting and real awesome. Love those type of stuff because it kind of fits the whole landscape of the story, where the story kind of has the beginning, and then it has a rising action, and then you have the climax, right? So I feel like a dynamic song or dynamic music tends to fit this type of storyline. So the next thing you can try is effects and pacing. When you add effects to your clips, just do so sparingly. Don't overdo it too much because then it gets really boring and overused and overdone. So it's best to just sprinkle it in to add interest, and then of course keep in mind the pacing of the video. The music is going to have a very heavy hand in how the pacing of the video will be. So time it to the beat of the music, but don't be too predictable with it. Try to use syncopation to your advantage. Now I know most of you don't know what syncopation is. As a musician, so I'm sure most of you may not know what syncopation is, but syncopation is just a way musically how you add interest to a song. I'll put up another video talking about syncopation in music and how that relates to videos and how you can use it to your advantage to create visual interest. But for the time being, just try not to make the song and the change and the effects of your videos too predictable. Try to spice it up and be a little bit different. And then another tip to help with the pacing is to also turn off the music and just listen to it. Ha 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 ha. The music is off. To help with pacing, one neat trick you can do is to turn the music off. Mute the video and watch it all the way through. If the visuals by itself are still engaging and it can captivate your audience's attention and the effects you have inside doesn't take away from the story, then typically your video should have good pacing. Arrange the clips in a way that makes sense and that can tell a story. Use music to your advantage so you can have something that accentuates the story that's being told on the screen, and then also add effects and adjust for your pacing so that way no one thing is overtaking the other and the video still looks engaging and interesting, and it's not predictable, because no one likes a predictable movie. If you like this video, fantastic. Comment, like it. If you don't, comment, like it. Bye.